I started Condos on 38 back in 2005 with a couple of my own condos, friend's condo, sister's condo, and then another owner asked me to take theirs on, and another, and I rounded out of my home. And one guest said to me one day, "Does everybody feel like you're their friend at the beach after they stay with you?" And I said, "That's what I want them to feel like." So I changed my name, doing business as yourfriendatthebeach.com, and it grew. As one child would leave the house, I would take on more condos, and just grew very judiciously, I think. Didn't want to get too big too fast. And then in 2011, my friend and business partner Larry Snyder came on board and brought us to another level. And he's the one who really interfaces with the app. I'm kind of the smiling face, like, what can I do for you? Do you need a babysitter? Do you need a recommendation on where to take the kids on a rainy afternoon? But Larry's the one that takes it all and puts it into the app.
Because we're a small company, we have limited time and resources for ourselves. We both have lives outside the company, children that we want to attend to, and the ability to hire numerous people to handle individual projects and things that have to be done is just not feasible for us. And we feel like we can get a better handle on it if we do it ourselves. So to be able to work on what's important, and that's customer relations, and more importantly than that, getting bookings. We have to figure out a way to get other things done, and the app allows us, without not dealing with the customer, which is not our goal. We want to talk with our customers. However, if we have a tool that will allow them to answer their own questions without calling us, then we have more time to deal with prospective clients, new customers, and our own lives. And so instead of somebody calling up and asking, "Hey, where can we get a babysitter? What's your favorite restaurant? It's raining. What can we do today?" All of that is in the app. And I'll still take those phone calls, but the first thing out of my mouth after I talk to them will be, "Hey, have you tried out our app?" And then more than likely, "Oh, we know about it, but what's it do?" And when you tell them what it is, generally they will run to it and download it and use its functionality. And it saves us a tremendous amount of time.
What I tell people, because I still want them to feel connected to us, and they know our names, and I said, it's like having Nancy and Larry in the palm of your hand. 24/7, you can always have access to us.
It saves us money by making us more efficient. We can attend to the things that actually make us more money. And in that way, we can get guests back to us more frequently. They know we have something that other people don't have, other companies may not have. If they can't reach me on the phone, the app is always there for their answers. In the event that we have a hurricane, or there's a power outage, or I know something's getting ready to happen, I love the fact that I can send out a push notification real quick. It's complex-wide, it's company-wide. Here's what's going on. Hey, guess what? Double red flag day. Here's what it means. Here's what it means to you. Don't get in the water. So it makes us more efficient that way.
We've saved lives, is what you're telling me.
Absolutely.
I think so. And I think what we've also done, and it's almost transparent, is we have grown. Every year we're taking on more and more condos. We're growing wisely. It's still Larry and I. By and large, we're the ones doing all the same functions that we've always done, providing that same high level of service. We're your friends at the beach, but we haven't hired any more people. So the revenue's gone up, and yet our costs have not. they're impressed. We are small. We're a small company. And yet we have thought way outside of the box by introducing the app. They are impressed. They get everything that they want in their vacation experience with the people that they've been dealing with since 2005. And they're not giving up anything. They're not giving up the experience that they might get at a larger company that they wouldn't feel as personal with, but hey, we have the same app that they do. And I don't want to mention any names, but there's a lot of the larger companies that have it. But we're very, very small. And we intend to stay somewhat small. But our guests don't suffer. They get everything, like I said, in the palm of their hand.
And I think another thing that's important is every year you want to make more money. And so each year, we raise our rates a little bit more from the year before. And the guests are not going to continue, your repeat guests are not going to continue to pay that increase year after year after year unless they see some benefit in it for them. They don't want to come back to the same condo with tube TVs and the same linens. And at the same time, they want to see a little bit more bang for their buck with, hey, they have this app, now they're helping me make reservations, all the phone numbers to where I want to go is there. So it does, in that essence, give us a little bit more product to offer them to offset, well, we're paying a little bit more, but look how much more they're offering this year. I think the best feedback we get from our owners is not really directly related to the app. It's to the fact that we can generate more rental days a year at a higher rate. And without the app, we would not be able to do that because, let's face it, the owners are interested in one thing: what's my bottom line? And so when we go and we talk to an owner at a complex that we have and they tell us, hey, we're doing great, and we tell them the revenue that we're doing, how could you possibly be making that much money? Well, we're smaller. We provide them a much more of a concierge service. We have this app, we have this, and because quite honestly, that's what most of these owners are interested in is what's in it for me, what's my bottom line. They want their properties taken care of, well maintained, and rented. I have found that the staff at Glad to Have You is very responsive. I think the best part of it is I can make a phone call. There's no automated voice numbering. I can call up if I need to speak with Jeremy or Jason. They'll get on the phones. The owners of the company are willing to talk to you. My client advocates are always great, will always respond, and when I ask them a question, there's never any hesitation. They know exactly what needs to be done, and if I'm too busy to do it or I don't understand the process, they will log on to my computer and show right in front of me, here's what you need to do. And I love the fact that even though they're growing their client base and the ideas are always still being created. There's always great ideas coming out, more product, improving the product all the time.
I love these meetings that we have because I feel like, were they just listening to our conversation in the car? This is exactly what we've been needing. This has exactly been our concern. And we come here and they say, oh, and by the way, we're going to introduce this. It's like, wow.
Right.
That's exactly what we needed. How did you know that? Were you listening? And the other thing is, we are small. I can't say that enough. But we're never made to feel that way with Glad to Have You. I have always felt like I was valued.
And I think the most important thing that the Glad to Have You, the Glad to Have You staff does is they're in our business. And because they're in our business, they understand our concerns. This company with Glad to Have You, they're in the business. They created it because they saw a need in the business. And they try it out, try it on their own properties, and then roll it out to us so we know it works.